Excuse me.
Coming into this game, the Liberty were the best, and maybe still are, the best shooting team from three-point range. Just defensively, what you guys did to kind of make them uncomfortable, shut them down from three. What did you think was working?
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely something that we knew coming in. They like to shoot threes. They're a really good three-point shooting team. So just being physical, upping the physicality, meeting them early. The ball pressure was really big, the pickup points, and I think we did a really good job of that, especially coming out of the game, just being aggressive. And sometimes we had lapses, but I think we did it again in the third quarter, and so just being really intentional about that. Is that door shut? Is that door shut? Oh, sorry.
Thanks for that. After your game against Chicago last week, what is it that Natalie does as a coach during your 8-day stretch that enables you guys to go out the way you guys did today?
I think like the most important part was just kind of holding us accountable. We watched a lot of film on the game, and we realized in the second half we had a lot of lapses in our defense, and that's our identity. So we just really focused on our defense and ourselves going into this game, and then obviously closer to the game we started getting scouts specific, but it was just a lot of things that we can control, so we just understood that and just worked on it all week.
Veronica, how do you guys ensure that, when you had like so many days off before you played again, that there was no rust, but also that you were just like focused and locked in, actually, both of you?
Again, I think being intentional. We were aware of, 8 days is a privilege to get, but it can also be, sometimes a little difficult to start off the game with a lot of intensity and energy. But I do think, in terms of our preparation, we came in with a really good game plan. It gave us all the time in the world to prepare for this game, and coming in and bringing the energy. That was something that we could control, and that was something that we put a focus on. And again, I think just building each other up, like being on the road, having a back-to-back, you can kind of get into self-pity mode or whatever, but I think just we embraced the opportunity to come here and compete, and hopefully energy is not something that ever really is an issue for us.
No, she said everything.
For either one of you, I mean, you're talking about how defense is kind of your calling card. You held them to 70 points, which is they're averaging 100 coming in. Just talk about how important that was to be able to stop them offensively and get you guys going.
Like V was saying, was just being the more physical team, giving them pressure, not letting them feel comfortable. And I think we did a great job of just playing team defense, having each other's backs, making sure we're stunting or being in help. And it just starts by like having that aggressiveness from the tip. So that was one of our points of emphasis this week.
So going off the team defense thing you mentioned, and this is for either or both of y'all, I know y'all usually don't like to switch, but what specifically were you keen on to be able to stay home as well as you did for most of the game?
Yeah, just, we had matchups coming in that we liked, and we had them there for a reason. And so, obviously the size that they have compared to ours, I think switching would have been a little difficult at times, but being intentional when we do need to switch, covering for each other, I think that's a big thing that we talk about. It's not just one man on an island, where it's a whole team defense, and we're all responsible for any person that scores. So again, just maintaining our matchups and being aggressive was a big thing, getting over ball screens and not having to rely too much on the person in coverage. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.